Alright, what's up? Back at it. Conchs Podcast with myself, Captain Travis Benson.
Captain Jack Carlson.
And I'm Bryn.
And we got the special guest, Bryn. So we're back at it. We're chatting it up. Kind of giving you guys an update, what's going on, what we've been doing, how's everything been going in Marathon, Florida. So it's been a lot of fun, man. We've been having a lot of good fishing recently. We've been doing a little bit of everything, mainly offshore, some inshore stuff too. So myself, I've been doing a lot of like Mahi fishing lately, which has been really cool. Lots of fun out there, lots of fish. We just did a Mahi tournament recently, which was a lot of fun as well. In-house tournament with our team and clients and stuff like that. So that was a lot of fun. Bryn and a lot of the guys did that. So, but yeah, what's been going on with you guys, man? How's everything been going?
It's been good. Been having a blast. That tournament Monday was awesome. Mahi were definitely biting. It's fun to be here. Fun to see all the guys. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah, I mean, we had about 15 of our boats in the tournament. So basically what it is, it's like a customer appreciation day. So we had a big cookout after that from 4 to 6 o'clock. We had the winning boat, which happened to be me. I had Sheriff Rick Ramsey.
Of course
it was.
He got a 24.4 pound cow dolphin. Yeah. A really nice fish.
It was a nice fish.
I know Nick got second place with 13 and change. And then Tucker got third place. And Tucker won it last year. Yeah. So we started it a year ago. It's always July 1st, so if anybody ever wants to go, you can book, your favorite team member. Travis is now on a 36 yellowfin with triple 300, so he went from a 26 to a 36, so
big upgrade.
Yeah, a good upgrade there for him. So, but yeah, we had a lot of fun. It was pretty rainy conditions, so we were dodging the weather a lot. But it was awesome, man. Everybody had a great time. Like we gave away $1,000 first place prize, $500 second place prize. $200 third place prize, including a grazed dolphin mount like that, nice bull dolphin. Yeah. So everybody, all the winners got that, yeah. And then the winning boat also too got a free full day on the flats too. Mm-hmm. So cool. With Captain Austin.
Cool.
So
heck yeah.
It was a good time.
It was fun. It was definitely snotty. Yeah. It started off that morning was wet. I brought 4 of my friends, myself included, so 3 friends, never fished before, never been offshore. They were all like, Mahi's a bucket fish. We want to go catch them. And I was like, I know the guys. Let's go. So brought them down. They didn't have any storm gear. I was on John Ryan's 34 yellowfin. So we had a great time. He's got twin 300s on the back. Yeah. Mercury's.
Well, it's cool. We saw you girls out there. We found this big giant,
floater.
Navigational, aid, and it was, just floating randomly out there. Yeah, it was huge.
Massive.
I thought we were going to load up on Wahoo on that. We did drop the jigs, had a couple mishaps there. The Wahoo took the crimp wasn't right on, like out of the package, so it just took the hook right out. So JC was pissed. But
who found that? Was it Jaden?
No, yeah. Well, we all saw it. We're like, oh, is that one of those Navy drone things out there?
Oh,
what is
yeah.
it? So we saw it and we're working these birds and we kept making our way to it, and then you go, well, is it it Cuban immigrants coming over? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, what could it be?
And then we saw it and we're like, man, here it is, the mother lode. And
yeah.
It was loaded with all kinds of fish.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like...
There was so much underneath it.
Yeah, there was... we got big, giant rainbow runners. Yeah. We got everything underneath it.
Yeah.
We got plenty of mahi. And
there was a lot.
We saw... Chris Lassen was in the tournament, too. He was out there. He was actually trolling the outskirts of it, and he caught 5 yellowfins.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he caught 5 yellowfins.
I didn't know that.
Nicer size
footballs.
fish. Yeah, exactly. For down here, it was awesome. They caught 5 of them, and it was pretty cool. So yeah, he had a nice rack of fish.
It ended up being a really good day.
Yes.
That storm rolled out in the morning. I was like, oh man, it's gonna be snotty. I was like, all right. I looked at the winds the night before. I was like, it's gonna lay down. It'll be fine. It'll be good. And we got out there and it was pelting rain when we were at the dock. And I was like, I don't know how these girls are gonna do. I was like, do you guys want my gruntins? They were like, no, we're gonna storm troop it out. And I was like, all right, let's send it. I looked at Johnny in the tower. He's getting pelted. I was like, let's go. Trim her up, hammer down. Let's go find some fish.
That's it. You just gotta make the best of it, with the weather.
It ended up being a beautiful day.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's what it does. It rains a little bit, sun comes back out, and it's nice and it's beautiful. Yeah. It's fun out there. But it's crazy seeing stuff out there, too. I seen one of those sailing drones recently, which is wild seeing those things. It's like being controlled, by somebody at the Pentagon
Something.
or wherever they're at. Who
Yeah.
knows where they're at controlling that thing? But that thing's going like 5 or 10 knots and radar on it, and it's got all type of crazy.
I bet you they got some cool footage on there. 'Cause I found one too. You know, they got that camera on there. The guy there who's it was probably some like 10-year-old in some bedroom driving that thing.
Yeah.
Didn't JC post it on his story too, like a week ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. It's like a big sailboat, but not.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I looked into it, you know, because actually Fruno works with them.
Okay.
And so,
I think I saw that.
Yeah, had all the Fruno everything, and they posted. And really, what those sail drones are about is they're also mapping the bottom, so they're just going all over everywhere. So you know, it's just recording that whole bottom.
That's awesome.
So then you know the structure on there. And then B though, it's also for war. You know, so they can send in the drones, the boats like that with all and into battle without any like losing anybody.
Yeah, and it gets all the topography of the ocean floor. That's awesome.
Yeah, but
That's
being
really
able
cool.
to do that and then launch missiles from there and everything. So I guess with Russia
Good to have.
being over in Cuba right now,
Yeah.
they're probably like, hey, we need to do something here.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, those things are wild. Someone sent me an article too, where it was like apparently you know they kind of like watch the weather too with the hurricanes and intensifies and trying to figure out I guess readings on that too. But it's you never know what you're gonna see out there. I mean, offshore is like get out there some days, and like the other day was crazy. We're out there just you know looking for the birds on the Fruno on the bird mode and find them and put the baits out, hook up with 2 fish right away, and then just a giant school comes in. And I hadn't seen that in a long, you know, it's been a little while since I seen like a real big school. They come in and it was like rainbow runners were in there, and it was like mahi everywhere, and I'm just like, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Well, that's a big thing. Like down here in the Keys, we got big fish, small fish in the mahis. You know, a lot of these other areas, they'll be typically just like if you go to Costa Rica or even offshore like North Carolina, it's like typically all bigger fish.
Yeah.
Like once they get up there, but the Keys is just known for schoolie dolphin fishing.
Yeah.
You know, we'll post a picture. People are like, oh, like let those grow. It's all part of the thing down here in the Keys. We've always had schoolie dolphin.
Yeah.
So this is just like the passageway, like where they're coming through. I know there was just one tagged. One of the guys put it in our post, and it was tagged off a marathon. And then what was it, Travis? Like 30 days later, it was like
I think it was 15. Yeah, like 15 days
15
from
days.
Marathon in North Carolina. I think it was like 15 days, like over like 700 miles or something, 50 miles a day or something crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, the average was like 40-some miles a day. Like that fish was booking it.
That's awesome.
Which, you know, when you're out there and you're seeing those migrating birds, just think if that fish is here today and then 10 days it's up there.
Up in Charleston.
Yeah, I mean, and to get caught twice.
Yeah.
You know, once here tagged and
Hungry.
then up there. You know, but it's just, you know, I mean, that's a lot of ground to cover.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Especially those big schools too with all the peanuts. Like I was out with Cam a month ago, and I was up in the tower, and I had my glasses, and I was just looking through, and they were all lit up, all over, and I was just like, oh my god, there's so many of them.
And really, that schoolie dolphin is probably the better eating of all of them. You know, the bigger fish, it's better for the picture, but really for eating wise, you know, you get that 5 to 12 pound dolphin, like that's gonna be your best eating size, like anything else.
Yeah,
you know,
they're so much fun to fish for too.
Yeah, it's definitely a crowd pleaser.
Yeah.
You know, and you can fly fish for them and everything. So mahi's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, people love it, especially, you know, you get them by the boat, you know, you hook one, keep them in the water. That's what we did on the last trip. And then the father and son, they had never caught them before, so then they came up by the boat and you're throwing squid at them or ballyhoo or you know, jigs or like fly, you know, and you can just keep catching them as long as they stay around the boat.
Chewing.
And they'll normally hang around there for a little bit if you just keep throwing out some bait and kind of keep them interested. But that's
one of their friends off the bow.
Yeah, it's cool. It's fun out there, and you never know. Like you say, you get yellowfin sometimes on the floater, wahoo, blackfin. I mean, blackfin on the wrecks we've been catching recently, which has been a lot of fun. You know, you just drift in the wrecks trying to fish for muttons, you know, or amberjack on the bottom, and then just throw out something at the back, live pinfish or something, and bam, now you got a big blackfin. So kind of like bonus fish you never know out there, which is a lot of fun. So it's cool, kind of, you know, been on that 36 now for about a week or so. So that's been a lot of fun, and you know, getting out there and switching it up from the inshore more to now kind of focusing on the offshore it's been a lot of fun. But we got all type of stuff coming up, you know, a lot of more fishing coming in. So
we have a couple camps coming up. I know we got the the kids camp coming up. That one's actually full.
Wow,
and then,
that's awesome.
And then we have our Pulley Ridge camp,
Cool.
after that one. So that one's going to be like July 20th and 21st, and that Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
In July. And our last camp was phenomenal. We
Yeah.
loaded up with fish. The guys had a great time. So Pulley Ridge is about 150, 180 miles west of here. And it's just electric
Pulley's
reel
always
fishing.
so much
Yeah.
fun. Those deep drops out there, you never know what's gonna hook up on.
Yeah. I mean, you get the big queens and
Yeah.
snowies, and the limits out in the Gulf are much better. They already closed snowy here.
Yeah, snowy closed.
So it's like, oh my God, but you go out there and
They're
you're allowed
so
one per
good.
boat, and it's almost like, no, why close it?
Yeah.
Here. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But you go out in the Gulf and then you're like four
Totally
snowies
different.
apiece. All right, let's go.
Let's send it.
But they make you work for it. I mean, you're
Yeah.
running, 150 miles
It's a
one
haul.
way. So
It's definitely a
you're
haul.
burning the fuel.
That you
Long
are.
trips, yeah.
That's worth it though out there. I think that's awesome that you guys run the camps too with the kids.
Yeah.
That's such a great way to get kids involved and learn from a young age. Like when I came down in January, there were so many things like things I already knew, but learning how you guys do it because obviously every fishery is different.
Right.
So like me growing up in North Jersey, our fishery, we run in the canyons, which is 60 miles.
Right.
So we have, big tuna, we have the big eyes, bluefin, all of them, makos, everything you could think of out there. And then you come down here, and I live on the Gulf Coast now. So how we fish for snowies, gags, everything, even yellowtail is totally different than the fishery here. So it's
Right.
really just an interesting experience learning, okay, this is how we're tying up the ballyhoo here versus we're going to do it over there a little bit differently. It's a really great experience to learn from.
Yeah, that's what the camps are all about. It's like people come down here, you get 3 days of fishing. Like that's one that you were on.
Yeah.
Day offshore, day in the reef and wrecks, and a day in the Gulf.
Yeah.
So, you're here tying the knots, doing the rigs,
Yep.
all this stuff. And then, you got the repetition of the 3 days
Mm-hmm.
and seeing how we do it. So then somebody like yourself can go do it back wherever you live and
Yeah.
go, okay, this is all right. This is how we fish for it. So
Yeah.
that's the name of the game, man. The education part of it.
Yeah, definitely really informative. And even like ballyhoop with how he's chumming everything and getting
Yes.
all of it in the back. Like I haven't thrown a cast net in months.
Right.
I'm like, this is great. And all my friends are like, where's your nets? I'm like, I don't have them anymore.
Yeah.
They're like, what do you mean you don't have your nets? I'm like, why would I throw a cast net? First of all, now my bowel's dirty. I have seaweed everywhere. I have to have my grundins on because I'm gonna get soaked.
Right.
Everything on the boat's getting a mess. I gotta move everything. I gotta get the bucket. I'm like, gotta get the live well open. For one person doing it, for myself out in like Sarasota and Tampa Bay, it's so much work.
No, the ballyhoop is definitely
awesome.
definitely a game changer.
Yeah, it really
Right
is.
there. Yeah, Junior's worked hard on that thing.
Yeah.
So he's dedicated to it. It's come a long way from when he first started.
Yeah.
He just keeps building it better and better.
It's such an easy technique
It is.
too, and he can catch anything with it.
Yeah, and the ballyhoop. So basically, so you guys watching, it's just this hoop, and it's got like a cone net on there, and then you drift it back behind the ballyhoo, or you could put a lead in it, drop it down for like the cigar minnows and stuff like that. And so you chum up the waters, and it's like a surprise attack. So
Yeah.
you pull it behind the baits, and then pull the baits and get them in, and then dump in your well, and they actually last a lot better
Yeah.
too than a cast netted
Yeah.
bait.
And you're not touching any of the bait either. So
Right, you don't have to pick them up. You
Nothing.
just cup it and
yeah, it's so
Dump it right in the
simple,
live
so
well.
easy to use. It's a great
That's
technique.
it.
It's
So-
awesome to have.
yeah,
Yeah.
good shout out there to Ballyhoop. Those guys are
Ballyhoop,
great.
yeah, appreciate you guys. Definitely, that always helps them live ballyhoo, any type of live bait's
Yeah.
great, So, fishing like in the Gulf, if that's something you guys are interested in, check out for sure the camp coming up. We got that. If you do want to book a charter with us, just feel free to, message me. You can, like, share, subscribe. We're going to have the podcast and everything on Spotify and YouTube, so get that all downloaded. And but besides that, man, we appreciate you guys joining us, and thanks guys for hanging out with
Yeah,
us and
of
chatting
course.
it up
Thanks
a
for
little
having
bit. We'll
us.
keep more content coming and see if we can keep the lines tight and keep catching these fish.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Cool.
All right, guys, have a good one.